Todd Schwartzrock with NITAC Now, here from HIMSS16, live from the Sands Convention Center with Jim Peake, Vice President or Senior Vice President of CGI Federal. And you've been here all week and talking to many customers. Observations from HIMSS16 so far?
Well, first of all, it's been a huge organization, and it's been just packed with activity and excitement, I think. What you're hearing is about the notion of health reform and this notion of change payment structures as really a driver, people trying to get their arms around that. People understanding that the objectives are to drive costs down and improve quality. The fundamental role of IT in the middle of all of that to exchange information and get the information to the point where it's going to actually make a difference on behalf of the patient.
Jim, so much of what we're doing on the contract is to bring health IT solutions to the federal government. You're here talking about the same thing with customers. What are you bringing to the market this year?
Well, when you look at the panoply of things, I mean, there's a fundamental platform that allows us to integrate care, coordinate care across multiple stakeholders. That's fundamental to what everybody is talking about here in terms of need, to bring the information together, whether it's imaging or lab data or whatever, to bring it so that all of the members of the team can see it. The notion of optimization of the enterprise, it starts to say, how do all the different pieces fit together? And when you walk around this floor, you see many of these different pieces. So how do you best put those together? So we have enterprise optimization tool. Patient safety continues to be a huge and important issue. I mean, you read what Institute of Medicine has said years ago, and we know there's still issues there. So leveraging the IHI trigger tool and helping institutions understand their safety profiles and allowing them to be able to make those kinds of improvements. Those are some of the kind of things that we're bringing to this show.
So much of the discussion, as you mentioned, is in data interoperability, and your specific experience is with the VA in the past and others as well. Tell me about the commonalities between the federal challenges and what you see going on in some of the messaging around commercial here.
Well, to be honest with you, I think if you kind of think about where the future is going, we haven't exactly been in a fee-for-service business in either the VA or in the DoD. We've kept track in some of those ways, but that hasn't been our fundamental business. And as you start looking at payment reform, I think the lessons learned and the lessons that come out of the VA and the military health system are really good ones to think about how best to model the future in an environment where what you really want is outcomes.
Jim Peake with CGI Federal here from HIMSS16. Thank you so much.
And thank you, and appreciate what NITAC brings to the contracting capability to allow people to access these many tools that you see around here.
Bringing real quality to the federal government. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you.